House lawmakers are having yet another change of heart on the Maharlika Wealth Fund. After conceding to spare SSS and GSIS as funding sources, proponents now plan to remove the president as chairman of the board that will manage the fund, to be replaced by the Secretary of Finance. House Appropriations Committee Vice Chair Stella Kimbo mentions this during Friday's hearing. But since it is beyond the jurisdiction of the panel, it will be tackled by the Committee on Banks. The chairman says it already has the support of other proponents.
There was already an amendment proposed by our author, Congresswoman Stella Kimbo, to remove the president as chairman and to replace him with the Secretary of Finance. With regards to the composition of the 15-man board, instead of the two independent directors, it will be made into 4 independent directors.
Senior Deputy Minority Leader Paul Daza welcomes the amendment, but taking it a step further, he believes majority of board members should come from the private sector instead of presidential appointees.
We should layer and shelter the president because it's a no-win situation for the president to chair such a board. If the fund makes a lot of money, people who will always politicize it and say it made a lot of money and the politicians are probably making something out of that. If it loses money, they're going to blame the president.
Kimbo assures high qualifications for board members. They should be experts on corporate governance and investments. Meanwhile, the committee has officially removed the state pension funds from the list of funding sources. These will be replaced by dividends from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The BSP estimates it can remit up to 35 billion pesos to the investment fund if passed into law by next year. It earlier had concerns on the plan to tap foreign reserves, which provide support in the event of volatile exchange rates. Under its charter, the BSP should have a 200 billion peso capital, but BSP's income is uncertain. That's why Deputy Governor Francisco Daquila said the central bank should be allowed to initially put all its dividends into the Maharlika Fund.
Pagka napondohan na yon, magkaroon naman ng sharing agreement para ma-address yung capitalization needs ng BSP, so 50-50. And then once fully capitalized ng BSP, yung declared dividends of BSP may be earmarked again to the Maharlika Wealth Fund.
Under the latest version, the national government would also no longer contribute 25 billion pesos to the Maharlika Fund. Still, Kimbo says a provision may be introduced allowing the government to invest in case of surplus or excess funds. Eimor Santos, CNN Philippines.